can't you be thankful I'm God? My angels rain flames on your squad. Through the fire you be thankful, rain pause.
Peace to the God family. It's LyfeIsreal. This is WisewordWednesday Wednesday. Before we get into the word though, yes, I got my eternal tea on there. Yeah, LyfeInspired.shop coming real soon. Still doing little minor tweaks as far as, designs and placements and just trying to find the right materials for everything with, the means and distributors that I'm working with. But, yeah, I'm just going to do what I got for right now. And, with y'all love and support, we're going to keep elevating. So this is 100% cotton. Everything on the site is not 100% cotton. So like I said, y'all got to bear with me with that. But trust and believe everything is going to be fly. I think it's going to fit right. You know what I mean? Yeah, so just stay tuned. LyfeInspired.shop coming soon. I give it another 2 weeks or so. Just me being a perfectionist, I just want everything to be perfect. And yeah, I like it. Then ultimately it's gonna be for y'all liking too as well, right? If I like it, y'all gonna love it. Alright. LyfeInspired.shop coming soon. So now let's get into the word. And part of my voice, a little under the weather right now, trying to fight this cold, but yeah, we getting right. Today I wanted to talk to y'all about trust. Alright, what does it mean to trust? What does trust mean? We're gonna get a little bit deeper, but I personally never really sat to look at the definition of trust, right? So Oxford definition. Trust is the firm belief in the reliability, the truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Right? So, trust is very important, right? So why is it hard for a lot of us to put trust in ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Why is it easier for us to rely on the decisions that somebody else makes for us rather than the other way around? How come it's harder to trust ourselves? How come we don't trust ourselves? The decisions that we make. We don't trust our intuition. So this is just a reminder to y'all and to myself that it's okay to put trust into yourself. Stop relying on everybody else to think for you. You know what I'm saying? You got a mind of your own. And you just have to trust in your own intuition. You got to start relying on yourself more. You know what I'm saying? Relying on yourself more as far as you're thinking for yourself, making your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you're not doing it for yourself, but relying on your own thoughts, your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I talk about changing your self-talk. You know what I'm saying? And controlling the thoughts that comes to your mind and shit like that. Because it's important, it's imperative for us to be able to control and decipher the thoughts that's coming into our minds. You know what I'm saying? Now they say our thoughts aren't ours. Thoughts isn't ours, right? The thoughts ain't ours. So it's on you to be able to trust the thoughts that's coming into your head, and knowing which thoughts to move off of. Knowing which thoughts is high vibrational and which thoughts is low vibrational. Because once we learn to decipher our thoughts, we start making better decisions. Right? Once we start making better decisions, we start to trust ourselves more and rely on ourselves more. But like I always say, it's a practice. You have to practice trusting your gut, your intuition. Sometimes you don't need to take advice. You don't need to ask for advice. Yeah. Sometimes your intuition, your higher self is telling you the right things to do. And you know that it's right, but you just don't trust it, right? So what you do, you ask your friend, your mom, your dad, or whoever, if this is the best move for you. And you know in your heart that it's the right move for you. But like I said, you don't trust yourself enough to move on it. So now you look seeking validation, seeking advice. You're looking for somebody else to make a decision for you, right? But then what happens? That person that you ask will tell you that this thing is not for you. This thing is not sensible for you to do. It's impossible, right? These are things that they're telling themselves because they feel like this is something that they cannot do. It might be impossible for them. You know what I'm saying? Might not align with them. And sometimes their intentions is not always negative. Sometimes they just trying to help you out. So they think. Protect you, right? Quote unquote. Not knowing your full potential. Right? But at the same time, how can anybody have trust in your full potential if you don't have that trust in yourself the same way? You got to get rid of that self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? And know that you have enough already to do whatever it is that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop speaking down on ourselves. We got to stop speaking of ourselves in a low vibration. Because that's how we lose trust for ourselves, right? We lose trust for ourselves when we keep choosing that negative thought. We lose trust for ourselves when we keep speaking negativity, keep speaking negatively to ourselves, right? Because now it's like you don't know what to believe yourself to be. You have so many different thoughts about yourself. So many low vibrational, high vibrational thoughts. You don't know what to trust. Right? Because some moments you choose the high vibrational thought. The other moments you choose the low vibrational thought. Next moment you choose the high vibrational. Moment after that you choose the low vibrational. You're sending your body mixed signals. You're also sending the universe mixed signals of how you want to be seen. And this is how the lack of trust is built over time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not certain in your mind with the thoughts that you choose to think about, right? Because everything is a choice. So you choose to think about these things. And then you want something different for yourself. You want a different outcome. You expect a different outcome. But your thoughts is all negative. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding that in the moment, the universe is going to give you what you're thinking about, not what you're expecting. It's going to give you what you're giving the most energy to. So now when you end up in a negative outcome because you made your own decision, you start not to trust yourself. But it goes back to what? Your thoughts. Learning to choose that positive thought. And staying with that positive thought. Right? Because learning to trust yourself first starts with your thoughts killing the doubt. Alleviating yourself from doubt. Self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just leave y'all with that one. Start learning to trust ourselves again. Trust in our intuition. And follow your heart. Don't let nobody tell you what's for you and what's not for you. What you can do and what you can't do. Don't let your mind tell you that you can't do anything. That's one thought that you should never listen to. Don't let your mind tell you, don't let your mind tell you that anything is impossible when you're made in the image and likeness of the Most High. Everything's possible. You just gotta trust yourself. Peace.
Another 3 a.m. night and I'm up working. Worst start, heat up the beam with the blunt burn.